Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? Hear the sigh. My mom had bought that, and she gave it to me, and I've had it sitting here for like 6 years. Because after she gave it to me, this is all dirty and everything right here. But after she gave it to me, the see, it's like a box chain thing, and it's real dirty because it's been sitting, but it broke off, and I can't hook it back, to the hook thing. There's no way, and I can't get a hook thing through their little like a box chain thing, and I'm thinking about just tying a string around it. That's what I'm thinking, and maybe one day if I just find some cheap silver necklace. Although I like the one that she had, but it's like some box chain type of deal. But anyway, I don't have much for my mom. We didn't have much money, but that's what was shocking, because she would do things or get things. She used to live in a trailer park, and she would actually, I'm going to tell you the truth, they would trade things, and mom would get jewelry for giving them like one of her pills or something, okay? And I know it's not right, but that's how she got a lot of this. I didn't even plan on making this video. I wanted to tell you more about like what I go through in the day, and I'm trying to find answers for myself to get over whatever it is I have. I know I have generalized anxiety disorder, but I have an autistic son also. I have a boyfriend that we never married. Don't ask me why I'm telling you this, but I've been through a lot. And I've been trying to pay attention to myself, because a few friends, in what they say, then these things come into my mind. Like, even if they're not saying what they're saying, things still come into my mind that give me ideas, I guess, to lead me in a better direction. So now I'm going to go back to what I was going to say. See what happens? All right, I want to make a video because I would really like to talk, because I don't get to talk to many people at all. I don't have any family. I have a brother and a dad that never talk to me, and once in a while through text with my brother, but that's, a weird situation. There's a lot of stress in the family, blah, blah. I'll try to not get too far off. My aunts and uncles on my dad's side, there's a few, and they live far away, or we've never talked to them since I was like 10, except I talked to them when my mom passed, because they helped. Oh, my one cousin on my dad's side helped actually pay for my mom's cremation, which is weird, because my mom and dad were divorced, but they liked my mom, and I wish I could pay him back, and I don't have the money. I never have the money. It's if I work or I don't work, I never have the money, because it all goes to our son. It's needed for him to get by, and yes, he gets Social Security, but it's not enough. So I'm thankful that he gets it. It's just not enough. So I want to come on and talk, and then what will happen is I'm like, well, what are they going to look at? I don't look good today. What are they going to look at? And I'd rather have somebody look at something than, I don't know. It's just the way I am. So see, my mind goes through all these different kind of things, and then that's what stops me from doing the damn video. And then by the time I want to do the video, I forget what I'm going to say. So it's this vicious circle. And then in the meantime, I'll walk around and then thinking like, where am I going to sit? Am I going to show my face? What am I going to do? And then, and then I even forget even more, and, stuff like that. So I guess I'm making the video to show you the things that I go through, and I want to, I guess, not worry as much, and who cares, eh? If it's black, if it's this, if it's that, if it shows a picture of whatever, and just go make the video, you know? Like, I've noticed too, because like I went to take medical billing. I hadn't graduated, and I ended up going back 4 years later to a different school because our school got real crappy and shitty, and just people fighting and arguing, and I couldn't concentrate all day. My focus was on all that stuff. So when I dropped out, I had always had a job. I was working 2 jobs at the time, the Dairy Queen and the meat market. And see, I get off track because my life has been really confusing. But what I noticed was when I took the medical billing and I went through the special class and received my certificate and stuff for like 240 hours or something, and I can't find it, and that's bothering me too. But when your life is rough, things get lost. When you don't have much of a family life, you don't have pictures, you don't have memories. All you have is bad ones. And I'm wanting to try to get to the good ones too. So it's pretty hard when you're so low and feel like you've missed out on so much and had to spend your time and put it all to someone else, and never any time for you. So really what it is, it's like learning to live. It's not, I have a problem, like I'm learning to live how it should have gone, I guess. And then learning to live again, it's just like the craziest thing, because when you're in something for so long and it's going the same way all the time, and people will say, you got to change directions or do this or that, and I always did. I tried my best to change it and to make it go other ways and everything, and then I felt like I was getting in the way of God. But no, a change needed to be done. You had to do it. So it was all these decisions, like there was no solution for. So it's not like, if you need this, go buy it and you have it. They weren't simple. So it caused a lot of confusion in my life, and trying to concentrate on anything or just do it is very hard for me, because it's almost like you don't know how. It's either like you don't know how to, or you don't know how to anymore, because after those same ways, and so I don't know. I felt proud of myself at that time that I went to this class for the medical billing, but I was really bummed because I couldn't get a job afterwards, because they wanted experience all the time, and a certificate wasn't good enough. It's just really crazy, so you feel like you wasted your time, But I guess a lot of people would feel that in college too, like say if they put in all that time for college and then they couldn't really get a job either. I thought about that too. The reason why I didn't go on to college, or I didn't go on to do any other thing, is because I had to take care of my autistic son. And like right now, I wouldn't be able to get there. I don't have a car. It's just things. Things always stop you. But, like, it's okay. It's like, okay, you tell yourself life is good. Everything's going to be fine. But you have to tell yourself a lot of the decisions you have to make or you need to do for whatever reason you do. You have to tell yourself it's okay for now. It's okay for now. And that's one thing, like I was never told, I had to raise our son a totally different way than anybody I ever known in my life. I had to do things, he knew about swearing at the age of 2 because there was movies that I was playing because you couldn't capture his attention well enough, and I was playing like I don't know. Patch Adams was a good one. He really liked the part with the doctor part in there. When Robin Williams, put the clown nose on him and had a tube, and he was blowing up that hand thing on top of the head. The kids were laughing and they had leukemia, and he liked that part. But he also liked when people would get very, what would you say, dramatic. He liked the dramatics and things, and I thought, oh my God, like for instance, he found the VHS tape we had of Pet Cemetery, oh my God, and he would put it in because see, you would have to understand that the only thing the kid would ever be interested was VHS videos, and then when he would get a hold of ours, he would put them in. But I thought, what am I going to do anyway? Because he didn't even talk till he was 6. He said a few words before a year old, and so I'm like, wow, it was what I would do then, because he didn't have the patience to watch a whole video. He would put it in, he would keep rewinding the same line over and over. I thought, what's going on? What is this? So what I was doing is taking the funny parts in the videos of the ones we had, like we had Robin Williams, Patch Adams, we had Jack Nicholson, we had Robert De Niro, and we had these things, and I can't remember the names of all the movies, but and it was funny parts or real dramatic where they're yelling or what, and I mean, you wouldn't even have believed it, because when I would put those in, and I would have to find the part, like to where it was, to where that certain instant was, and I would put it right to that point, and you wouldn't even believe, because it would get laughing. And I thought, okay, he can't talk, but he's laughing. That's good. So I introduced him to a lot of things that, a normal family would never, ever do in a million years. So I feel guilty about that. Because people will say things, and oh God, kids can't watch that, or and I mean, well, he did, and he started talking, you wouldn't even have believed it, and when he did start talking, he was talking so much to where he wouldn't be quiet all day long, and you should have heard what was coming out of him. Like, he couldn't put it all together. It was just coming out. And it was like he had all that information saved up inside him, and he remembered and knew it all. And speaking was like this release. And it went on for like from the age of 6 till 10, 4 years, to where it was just constant. It was weird and good and awkward and anything you could imagine. It was the strangest thing. I was so proud though, but I never did get the time to really enjoy that. So I guess I'm going over that in my head and trying to find good memories, and because you guys are helping me remember that I need to do that. And I don't have a hobby. I don't have time for one, but I would like to even get time to go for a walk. Like, even I'm in the same house with him, you always have to be there within distance. It's just in case. It's so much better now, where I guess I would have to say I can trust him more, because he's learning so much. But and I'll sit outside for a little while or do something like that, but not very often. I don't know, it's really, really hard to. But he started when he started talking. So what had happened, since our life was in such a disruption, good or bad, however anybody would want to put it, you don't know how to live. You don't know how to think. You don't know the correct thing, because you've seen it so much. Yeah, and now all the other things with the other families look weird to me. It's like I never even remembered how a normal family would function. So it's really been a battle, and it's even a battle for me to pick up the cell phone and make the videos. And I've deleted tons. And my friend had wrote in a comment today, and she said, keep them private and save them because you never know what yourself is trying to tell yourself. And it's so true. But there's something in me that just always thinks it's wrong, or it's not. It's not that it's not good, because I don't know. That's the washer. I'm sorry, you guys. This is the only place I can go that's peaceful. It's in the laundry room. So, so it's just really hard for me, and I have a hard time speaking as it is. As a kid, I had trouble in school. I had trouble. I mean, I got pretty good grades. They were real good grades. I actually made the honor roll and everything until I hit high school. I made it the ninth, but I then 10th grade just went to shit, and then they merged the schools, and look at me. Then I start skipping and I drop out. I couldn't handle the pressure of something the way it's normally supposed to go, I guess. And then when all the disruption happens, I get really, really lost. Maybe it's triggering some memory in me from a long time ago. Just knowing I raised my kid different. I had to. I had no other choice. It was like do or die. Like, I would put the bottles in the fridge ahead of time because he couldn't talk, and he'd scream and yell. And I'd make sure when I knew he liked the circle crackers, the hi-ho things, and he liked popcorn, and he liked macaroni and cheese, and he liked graham crackers. I mean, these are not foods. The only foods he was eat was macaroni and cheese. Once in a while, we'd get him to eat a hot dog, but he never even ate meat till he was like 12. He wouldn't even eat meat. So, I mean, it's see what I'm saying? And then, I gave him apple juice before you were even old enough to have it. I think they said don't start juices till 6. Did they say 6 months or after? Oh, shit. When he had all the formula problems, I was giving him the juice instead of the formula. You see what I'm saying? Because he had too many stomach problems. He had too many stomach issues. I was buying myalokine drops from the pharmacy, and then I was calling them, asking them, can I go over the recommended dose? Because this stuff it works some, but I need more. And he said, yeah, go ahead. It doesn't get into the bloodstream. I'm like, whoa, cool. And then I started giving more, and it started helping more. I don't know. But to get other things to go right, you're doing a lot of things that aren't right. And I feel uncomfortable doing the things that aren't right or aren't normal, and then I feel guilt towards that. I want to see it in a positive way, because look, he's turned out great. He's succeeding. He's making his own videos. He's doing all kinds of stuff, and he's a good kid. He has a huge heart. He's very sensitive. He's very kind. He's loving. He missed out on so much love that I couldn't give him. I couldn't comfort him because I couldn't hold him. I couldn't touch him. He would scream. He would scream. If you walked 4 feet next to his bouncy chair, he would scream. But then you would realize he would also scream if you were too far away. So do you see the confusion, with a kid that doesn't have any troubles? You hold them, you comfort them, you do all that stuff. I was that type of person, and I still am, but for going through 22 years of not being able to hug, not being able to hold, I have to learn how to live that all over again. And it's just been a real struggle. So thanks for putting up with me and dealing with me and giving me strength and hope. And I can't do it. I can't do it. I am doing it, but I can't do it. I can't do it alone, and I've been alone. So I thank you. There's so many ideas you guys give me without even giving them to me. And then there's so many you give me with giving them to me. It's like so weird because so like now my mind is very confused a lot of the times, and it thinks a lot of things that I don't want it to. I just want to see it, I don't know, more clear or for what it's really saying. But my mind goes into all these other different avenues, which gets me really confused. So, I mean, because I'm used to doing that, then I can't function, for myself and think correctly, I guess. And I get really confused. And then I sometimes have a beer or something, or two or three. I haven't been, though, because that vertigo and everything, my health, if they'll just, man, my hands numb on my back, and I got every problem in the whole damn world. And I don't mean to complain. I just, there's so much, and there's so much that I want to tell you, and I'm already at 20 minutes, and but just getting a basic schedule down, since the sleep issues are all weird and everything, and you can't do the normal basic things that people do. Like get up, do this, do that, and everything else. When the sleep's so screwed up, you can't do those normal things. So I was trying to find out and try, even if you get up at the later date, or not date, time, and even if it's later in the day, but still do those same things at the same time, but you can't, it won't be the same time. It'll be a different time. And then what's so weird is because your mind is like, oh my God, it's nighttime now, and we haven't even been up long or something. And then, your body knows. So it's like you're fighting against yourself all the time. I don't know. And he was on medicine to help him sleep, but it never really helped him sleep. Only once in a great while it would. Like, I would say, because it was always too young to be on anything. That was always what they told me. We tried the melatonin, and that didn't work too well because he then never would get up. He sleeps too long. So finding the right doses or whatever. He was on clonidine. He was on to help his blood pressure be lowered, but then when he went to school, they told me he's falling asleep. So he was on Risperdal. He gained tons of weight. He was on Geodon. Gained more weight, 70 pounds in 2 months. So it's constant money all the time. And there's not enough for you. And right now I'm not working because my mom had passed away. I had switched jobs right before she passed away. I was doing good, making money, working with her boyfriend, and it all took a shit when she died, right before actually. But so it just is crazy. And I haven't been able to work now. I can't find work, for one, because it won't fit into my schedule. My other ones would, because I worked in the middle of the night while he was sleeping. Then my boyfriend was here, but the two men don't click very well. They do more now, but they don't. So I don't know. I want to try to be more happy inside myself and find good things and ideas and stuff. And there is none really, but you just, the outcome is you just do the best you can. And even if it's right or wrong, that's what you're doing in the meantime. I guess just like my mom would, the people would want a pill. She would get only a few, but still. And then she would get jewelry out of them. I don't know. So you see the crazy things we do that aren't right. And I feel guilty over them. But if you would see the outcome of the autistic kid and what happened, then I don't think you would think I'm guilty either. But I guess that's important, to not let other people's opinions sink in too deep, which is very hard because there's been so many things that have been said. And I'm afraid to come on and be honest because I don't want it to happen again. And I really don't think half of the stuff's all that bad. Just different. But it worked. So thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. I'm sorry you've been staring at the thing for 24 minutes, but I don't know what else to show. And sometimes I think it'd probably be boring if you see black, but it ain't boring to me when I watch other people's that way. So I don't know why I even think that. So I'll figure it out. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I look forward to all your videos. They're so awesome. The paintings, the talking, the laughing, the sorrow, all of it. All of it. I see myself in every one of you guys and gals. And it helps me to live another day. All right. I love you. Bye.